Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make banana ice cream. Making ice cream out of bananas is a great alternative whether you choose not to eat dairy products or you are lactose intolerant, which many of us are. And yeah, so first, all you're going to need for this is frozen bananas. I have 2 cut up bananas that I froze overnight. And I would definitely recommend freezing them overnight because you want them as frozen as possible to get that ice cream texture. Next, I have just some additives. I have coconut flakes, raspberries, maple syrup for sweetness, some almond milk to make it extra creamy, and obviously a bowl and a spoon to put it in afterwards. And all the toppings are completely optional. I like raspberries or frozen fruit, coconut. You can do chocolate chips. You can add in chocolate syrup, strawberry syrup to make the flavor different if you don't like just bananas. So first, I have this Vitamix here, and I would definitely recommend using a high-speed blender or a food processor for this to get the right texture, but most blenders will work. So, what we're going to do first, open this bag. And I do believe they sell frozen bananas at the store as well if you can't get your hands on just normal bananas or you don't have time to let them freeze overnight. So we're going to drop these in. You kind of want to break them up a little bit so they're not super stuck together. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of the almond milk, and this helps the blender, whoops, I spilled it a little bit. This helps the blender blend it up a lot easier. I'm going to add in the maple syrup. And you don't have to use as much as I do. I just like it to be super sweet. Okay. And then we'll put the top back on. Okay. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to turn it on normal first. This blender has a couple different settings. Scoot it over. So we're going to start at the lowest setting first. And then gradually turning it up. Okay, and you may have to take a spoon and help it out a little bit. And you can leave it chunky, or if you want it completely smooth, just keep blending. So I'm going to blend it up just a little bit longer. And this Vitamix is great. It really has no problem blending basically anything I put in here. Okay. Looks good enough for me. And when you open it, it should look something like that. Very creamy. So since I did add the almond milk, mine's not as thick as I would have wanted it to be. But what we're going to do, we're just going to scoop it into our bowl. And it does have the texture of soft serve just from blending it. But you can definitely throw this back into the freezer. And it will freeze over and you'll be able to scoop it out just like any hard ice cream. So I got most of it out. I'll show you the texture of that. So it's not super firm, it's definitely like soft serve. So what I'm going to do next is add my toppings. I have some frozen raspberries here. And some shredded coconut. And this is what it will look like after you're done. This is great for breakfast or just a snack, or if you're craving ice cream but feel a little guilty about eating that, especially, I know afterwards you're kind of feeling like, oh man, probably shouldn't have eaten that, or if you're on a diet or something like that, this is definitely a great alternative, and it definitely fills that void of actual ice cream. So yeah, we can go ahead and try this. I could definitely, this was one of my favorite breakfasts to eat, because who doesn't like ice cream for breakfast? And for people who don't like bananas, I would definitely still give this a try, especially if you want to add cocoa powder or like maple syrup. Extra maple syrup more than I added, because it adds a lot of sweetness. Strawberry syrup, chocolate syrup, anything like that completely changes the flavor. You can make chocolate ice cream, strawberry ice cream. It's awesome. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in.